My name is Sandy Carter, and I've been involved with the Willamette Falls locks since about 2002. It opened on January 1st of 1873. Since we had a 46-foot cascade that could not be navigated around, there were various means of getting around the falls by land, by mule, train, whatever. Finally, a private group decided what they needed to do was put a canal in there. The early 1900s, 1913 probably, the Corps of Engineers purchased it, and instead of charging tolls for people or, mules or cows or stacks of lumber, it became free to the public. And so the Corps of Engineers has operated it for over 100 years there. The allocation every 2 years was based on commercial tonnage. It sank, the allocation sank. So in the early 2000s, we started to realize that closure wasn't imminent at that time, but that it was coming. It was going to be down the road if something didn't change.
I was working with Oregon Solutions, and that program seemed perfect for the locks at the time for their purposes, because it's really about bringing people together, both the private sector, public sector, and the nonprofit sector, to make things happen that no single party can make happen on their own.
So we have over a dozen organizations that contribute to the Willamette Falls Locks Authority to make sure that we're operational. That includes governments like mine at Metro. We have cities like West Linn and Oregon City, and even some further away, including Lake Oswego. And we are really lucky to be joined by Clackamas County, both through the county government themselves and also their tourism arm. We have, in addition to all the public dollars, some private investment as well, including PGE, and in addition to that, tribal investment. We are so lucky that this project has been stewarded by community leaders, and I think of some of the greats. We've got Barbara Roberts, Tootie Smith, Vern Duncan, Darlene Hooley, Lisa Nato. Some incredible work has been done over the years and is now in our hands. We had, at the commission, studied several different models and then even asked multiple different jurisdictions about their willingness to take on this project. We looked at state agencies, they all said no. We looked at several local governments, Metro included, and for various reasons, nothing was right. The real consensus brought us to something new, a public corporation. Put together some numbers, $12 to $49 million in transportation benefits. Even more so than that, we could have up to $50 million in economic impact just from recreation. In talking to other parts of the Pacific Northwest, where they do have the confluence of rail, river, and road, all three is actually a really good thing. It's a healthy ecosystem for a transportation network. And to have that combination of road and river and rail means that you have competition, which is healthy, it creates efficiency. You have redundancy and you have resiliency, which is good. We know that there could be a big earthquake. We know that emergencies happen, and to be able to rely across networks is important. And then eventually, we're going to look at this investment as providing green option, and having the river and boat traffic really can help pave the way for transportation of the future. It's not just of the past, it's the future.
Well, the awarding of the capital funds from the legislature was huge. I mean, it really was, I think, an affirmation for people like Sandy Carter and Vern Duncan and all the other people who worked on the locks project for so many years. It was a measure of success and affirmation.
Approximately 3 years ago, the legislature trusted us and agreed to invest in us. Now we need to contract, we need to do repairs according to our engineering strategies to get the locks open again and really functioning. And we need the rest of the investment that we told the legislators, that we would need more after we had got on our feet. And this is us saying, we're on our feet. If you can fund the rest of it, we're going to go to town with this.
This asset is obviously still the federal government's, and it is definitely disappointing that they closed it. But the other side of that coin is they have been putting resource in, and about $14 million have gone in over the last few years to getting this asset ready for transfer. For me, $14 million from the Fed side says we got to step up. And the legislature a few years ago took one half step forward. Now it's about getting that full step. And $11.4 million this legislative session, we're going to be shovels in the ground here in the next 2 years. We can't come back in a future session without having stalled progress. And right now is not the right time to stall. We've got to keep moving. $11.4 million gives us everything we need to complete the construction.